Djmtv. Djmtv.
People and people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to Djmtv.
Djmtv. Djmtv. Djmtv. Djmtv.
Some of the delegates and ask them questions.
Djmtv. Djmtv.
All right, welcome to Djmtv live show. My name is Victor Obruche, and I am speaking from our Southeast studio. It's another nice time to have you again on our studio, and today we are going to be one-on-one with a young lady who has gone far a while in terms of social entrepreneurship. The lady has touched life positively. And we're talking about a young lady who is disabled but not is not stranded to one particular sport. She has gone around touching the life of women, young people, and we'll be having join us in our studio today, Miss Stella Ike. Miss Stella Ike will be joining us from the Southeast studio. So, Miss Stella Ike, can you just say hi to our viewers?
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here.
Okay, that's Stella Ike with us, joining us from Oka in Anambra State. So, Miss Stella Ike, we really want to meet you, want our viewers to know you and talk better with you. So, can we meet you?
Well, my name is Miss Stella Uzamaka Stella Ike, protractor and ambassador. I am from Anambra State and I graduated from Federal Polytechnic Oko. I studied mass communication. I'm a journalist, currently working with one of the prestigious financial institution as a banker, and possibly, as God may have, I'm the founder of Falcons Care Foundations that cater for women and girls with disability and also promoting basic literacy at the grassroots level. I'm an inspirational speaker equally. I'm a public speaker, and equally I'm currently the Anambra State SDG champion here in Anambra State. That's me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that brief introduction. Like I said, Miss Stella Ike, like we like to call her Rotaract, Stella Ike is also a Rotaractor. And with us, she'll be telling us a lot of things that will inspire you as our viewers. Someone who is disabled but is able, our ability is beyond comprehension. So, Mr. Like, we want to know about you. You are one person who is disabled, but you have the ability to do a lot of things. So, I want to know about your childhood. Did your childhood in any way prepare you for what you are today and what you are doing today?
Okay, sir, I would like to say I am not disabled. I am able. Physically challenged lady, yes. My childhood really shaped me to who I am today. Actually, when I had this issue was when I was around 8 or 9 years old. That was when the issue came around. So from there, luckily I have a beautiful family that are always supportive and always inspiring, always challenging me. They didn't take me to go to a special school like some parents would do. No, rather my late dad made it a mission for him that I will enjoy everything good in this life, and I will suffer and pass through every stress, every challenges that the able-bodied persons pass. Instead, he enrolled me into a public school. I did my primary, my secondary, and my tertiary education life in public schools. So it really challenged me to do more. My uh, childhood experience was what shaped my mind to say, yes, I am a change agent, and this I'm going to do for life. Thank you.
All right, Stella, if you can hear me, we still want to know the journey so far. The journey so far. How's it been for you? How's it been for you?
Wow, the journey so far, would I say, it's not full of bed of roses. That's life, and it's so challenging, so inspiring. There have been days I've cried my eyes out. There have been days I've laughed out so loud. That's life for you. As long as you are in this life, you are going to keep up the hope high. There are some challenges that come my way back then in school. In a There was one particular experience that really touched me, that really changed my life for good. I said, whatever it is, I'm going to face this life. Not this condition, not this challenge can stop me from reaching my goals. No, I am the person that doesn't take no for an answer, and I see disability as an ability lying waste on tap. When somebody that is fully able bodied, that can do everything, but has this ability that he or she can do something, but is not willing, always like having this lackadaisical attitude towards it. When you see somebody that is challenged doing it, I say, why can't I go for this and get my own court? That's life for you. I have this experience back then in school that um we are a group of friends, but there is this particular girl that is always antagonizing me, I would say. But that's part of life, that whenever you doesn't have critic, you won't go far. So there was a situation that came up, and she began to spoil the mind of friends. At the long run, one person took it up and approached me and said, babe, this is this. Can you explain more? So after trashing the issue out, they found out that is a sabotage. From there, I said, possibly this is what the kind my kind of persons, I will put it that way, the persons with disability always face. They have this challenge that you are always discriminated, stigmatized, the name calling, the cultural barriers and all that, that affects and limits us from achieving our goals. And you see people having this charity mentality, sympathy mentality every now and then. Ah, no, it's not all about sympathy. We are not in for sympathy. We are in for empathy. Like I always tell people that works with me, don't sympathize with me. Nothing happened. Nothing stopped me from getting what I want. Let's trash it out together. Let's work it out. So from there, I decided that would be an advocate, disability based advocate. And as it's going, it's coming out well, though we have challenges when it comes to discrimination, and our people are not enlightened more on disability based violence, because we are always at the receiving end. So we are trying to, I and my crew, we are trying to always go on this sensitization about disability based violence that persons with disability always face daily. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful experience you just shared with us, Retired Stella AK. We will still want to go further to know. You talked about a lot of things that inspired you. You talked about a lot of persons who tried to pull you down. You talked about a lot of things. Now, we would like to know, our viewers would like to know the better parts of you, the people who inspired you, the people who inspired you to become the woman that you are today. Because from the little I know about you, you are one great woman who has, beyond all challenges, moved on, pressed on. You're one person who have a lot of things for people to learn from. So, who are those people who inspired you in life?
Well, I will start with my family. My family is my number one cheerleaders. They are always the ones pushing me to go and get it. They so much believe in me. They so much believe in what I can do. They so much believe in my capabilities. So they are my number one. Then I have my spiritual fathers. I have when it comes to disability family community, I have my role model, my mentor directly, Mrs. Lois Alta. She's a person with physical challenge, and she's a Mandela Washington Fellow actually, and she's really doing great. She is the founder of Network with Women with Disabilities globally. She's really doing well in her own.
All right, viewers, I think we lost Stella there, but hopefully we are going to get her back. I want to tell you that this is really inspiring when you see people with disability, when you see people with
Hello.
physical. Okay, I think we got her back. So over to you, Rotary Stella. If you can hear me, over to you. All right, so I think we lost her there, but we're going to go on a quick commercial break. We're going to go on a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. But this is a story that will get a lot of people reshaping their lives, getting them to think that if somebody who is physically challenged can do this, and myself, I can also do that. If somebody who is challenged physically can break beyond all odds, can really get to that point where he or she wants to, there's nothing stopping you watching this program right now to break beyond all odds. So we're going to go through on a quick commercial break, or we'll be right back.
Djmtv. Djmtv.
Fulani people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to Djmtv.
Djtv. 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 Djtv.
Some of the delegates and ask them questions.
Djtv.
All right, welcome back to from that short break. We still have Stella in the house. I think she'll be joining us very soon. But like we all know, this is Djmtv live show, and we are trying to hear from Rotaract Stella Ike, someone who has beaten all through the odds to make sure that she breaks the barrier. She's doing well for herself. She's into our foundation is caring for women and people with disability, people living with disability. And Stella will be joining us again. But before Stella joins us, I want you to know that this is Djmtv live, and we have the desired market for you to make your advert with us, place your adverts with us, and we will rest assured that it will get to the desired market. So Stella Ike will be joining us again, but don't forget that our next live show will be updated on our page on Facebook and also on YouTube. Okay, and we have Stella with us again. So we're going to hear from Stella the things and the people who motivated her. So Stella, you're welcome back again. So you were trying to tell us about the people who motivated you to make you better, to make you who you are today, shaping your life. So can you just hint us in the next few minutes or few seconds about the people who motivated you to make you who you are today?
All right, like I said earlier before the little interruption, I said my family is the number one cheerleader. Then I have my mentor, Lois Alta, based in Abuja, doing marvelous well in her own field. Then I have people around me. I have my spiritual fathers. I have my foster parents that have been pushing me to go far. Then the experiences that I've seen and have knowledge of, it really sharpened me to do better. The challenges that I've passed through, the discriminations, and all the theory times. Those are the factors I would say that have shaped me and inspired me to do more.
All right, Stella, that was a quick one. Your family inspired you, but nevertheless, you still have one or two persons who also inspired you, and kudos for that. Now, Stella, we're going to take the next question, and it's going to be in this way. Now, as a person, as a woman, as a physically challenged person who has broken beyond bounds to make sure that you're doing well for yourself, because thumbs up to you, whether the devil likes it or not, you are doing well for yourself. What challenges do you face presently in your place of work, in your environment where you live? What are the challenges that you face up with?
Okay. Person with disability, I won't be talking about me only. I'm like a mouthpiece for persons with disability community. For me, at my place of work, this current place, is really a family to me. They are really encouraging and they made everything so comfortable and inclusive too for persons with disability. I am the first person to work, a person with disability to work in that institution. force a person with disability to work in that institution. You understand? Then when it comes to environment, we have these social barriers where the environment makes us disabled. Not that we are disabled, because if the environment is inclusive, people will not be seeing this disability. When you're supposed to go to the church and there is no ramp for a wheelchair user to use, rather we are having staircases, that's where you people will start noticing that yes, there is something wrong with this person, that this person cannot move and all that. But when you have ramp and have staircase, persons that can use staircase will use staircase to go wherever they want to. Persons that can use a ramp will then use ramp to go in if they want to. But environment is really the disability barrier we are facing. There are so many places that are not accessible to us, from the healthcare due to the building styles. Then we have the religious board institutions we cannot access because of this same movement accessibility. Then when it comes to education, education is not entirely inclusive. Like where we have the visually impaired persons, only on a you only see them included in a special school. But when it comes to public school, they are not included because there are no teachers assigned for them, and the materials needed for them, the educational materials like books, textbooks and all that, their special books are not there. Then we have the blind, the deaf and the dumb. They can only access education based on the special schools. But when it comes to public sector, you wouldn't see it. That is one of the challenges we are facing. The environment itself is a barrier, totally a barrier. Then when it comes to people, we wouldn't hint bad on persons because they are not enlightened. Unlike our disabled communities in the Western countries, where they made everything easy and accessible to people, where they are very much enlightened and sensitized on how to work with persons with disability. But here, people are always so forward with this charity model, medical model of disability. When I've been in a situation when I came to a church, a first church like that, when I relocated to Oka. So I came to the church. The person thought that all I needed was a miracle. You can imagine that. When I came to worship with them, that was the mentality they have, that I need miracle. They are going to pray for me and I'm going to work immediately. That's them. But all I came in there is just to worship and go home. Then you see somebody, I can be approaching a particular place. You'll be seeing, this person is a beggar. That's their orientation. That's what comes to their mind. That persons with disabilities are always begging. I've been in that situation several times. And my younger brother, who is my age, was like, when they were saying that, the young boy comes and said, do you know that this person can pay you and feed you? And they were thrown aback. You don't let this orientation and mentality come goes out from your. There are some persons you can help that needs this help, not everybody. You first of all look at the person. They said impression matters. Impression matters, but we are all with this sympathy. And another experience, you see persons, the able bodied persons, they would like to talk to the aid of that person that is disabled, the aid instead of the person. You don't do that. Those are the challenges that we face. That person can talk. If it's a person with a wheelchair user or visually impaired person, that person can talk to the person. The person is a human being like you, not going to the aid of that person and was like, who is this person? Why
All
not
right.
ask the person directly, ma'am? Thank you.
All right, Stella, if you can hear me, or right, so we're going to be very
Djmtv. Djmtv.
Fulani people, don't say no.
All right, Stella, before we went for that quick commercial break, I think there was network problem from your end. I was trying to ask you, what gives you the inspiration, or what gave you the inspiration to start up your foundation for the for the women and physically challenged person? And again, the two-in-one question: what is your advice to those physically challenged person who are trying to navigate in life? Did you get the question, Stella?
What really inspired me to start off my foundation is due to the experience that I've gathered so far, the challenges that I've faced. That was one thing that inspired me to start up this foundation. Most of women and girls with disabilities, the most challenging issue that we face is lack of access to right information. You know, there is a difference between information and right information at the appropriate time. Most of us are not educationally inclined, so to say. So, and many opportunities do pass by due to these barriers. We don't access the information at the right time. We are not educated. The age barriers, for those that are like educated, when the information comes up, it will now be that your age has passed and all that. So those are the things that inspired me to found my foundation, that okay, this foundation is going to cater for women and girls with disabilities. There here we advocate for the right, for the inclusion of women and girls with disability, for their empowerment. And this platform will sensitize and educate them. We equally train them and thereafter empower them. We now teach them on the need to be educated. We can help in any little way we can by providing educational grants, educational materials and all that. Because that's one of the SDG goals, education. Because when you are educated, you can come in front and speak and you'll be heard. When you are literate, they said without information you are deformed. So those are the things that prompted me in founding my foundation. That yes, here is like a home. We are going to empower, we are going to educate, we are going to advocate for our voice to be heard. Thank you.
All right, Stella, quickly, we still have viewers who have been commenting on our discussion today, and some of them have said this is so inspiring. It's coming from Favor, Lauru Favor. It's coming from Lauru Favor. Said this is so inspiring, and also our viewers at home. What we're doing today is just a way of inspiring young people out there. Is what we topic for discussion is inspiring the youth out there. And we'll be talking to Ruta Stella Ike. She is a physically challenged person, but she's doing well for herself despite her challenges. She has carved a niche for herself, and she's doing well for herself. So that is the topic for discussion. We're trying to get to know more about Ruta Stella Ike. So lastly, before we go, Stella, do you think that one or two ways the government that assisted you to achieve what you are today? Do you think the government that has helped to achieve those things that you have today? And finally, on a school of thought, finally, for our viewers right now, we'd like you to give them some word of encouragement before we go right now.
All right, my host, can you repeat the first question? I got the second, but I can't get the first question, please.
All right, I said that about the topic of today, we would like to know, has the government in any way helped you in achieving your dreams? Helped you in achieving your dreams, helped you in one way or the other to achieve your dream. Of course, you got the second one. We needed to give one or two advices, one or two inspirational advices to our viewers right away.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you once again for having me. Thank you, viewers, once again. And for the first question about has government in any way assisted me? That's no. Government have not in any way assisted me. All my help comes from the humanitarian persons I have around, my friends, my family. That's the the way I've been going thus far. I am not waiting for government or waiting for anybody. No, I am just doing my thing, just being me. The person that really have done lots that I can't trade it for anything is Reverend Father Blaze Abel. He is the only one that saw me through school, through my tertiary educational life. He saw me through school. He made provision for everything, both my accommodation, both everything. He was the one that single-handedly did it. So for the viewers, I will say, and I will continually say, that there is chance, there is choice. Make use of the choice at the appropriate time and chance that comes with it. Keep being real, keep doing what you think is right. Whatever that makes you happy, whatever that you are comfortable with, keep doing it. Try to know what you want. First of all, define who you are. When you get that, everything will flow as it always is. Whatever God says that you will be, you will surely be it. No matter the time that it will take, keep doing what you are doing. Don't belittle yourself because of the challenges you are seeing right now. No, do not allow it to keep you at a place. I always tell my friends around that case to listen, don't allow your background to keep you at the ground. Don't allow it. Keep up fighting. In this life, they said there is life, there is hope, and when there is hope, there is a way. So keep on fighting, and we'll be happy at last. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ruptarat Stella Uzoamaka. It's good to have you on this show, and we hope to have you more often, some other time in future. Viewers, if you are joining us, we have been speaking to Ruptarat Uzoamaka Stella, a graduate of mass communication from the prestigious Federal Polytechnic Oko, Anambra State. She's currently a banker in one of the highly recognized financial institutions, and the founder of Falcons Care Foundation, the cares for women and also girls with disability and their empowerment. And also she is an SDG champion. She is an SDG champion, and also she is currently the one of the advocates in Young African Leaders Initiative. I think she didn't say that, but she is. So Stella, thank you very much for your time on Djmtv inspired program live here on Facebook and on YouTube. We really appreciate, and would like to have you more time on this program. So viewers, thank you for staying with us till the end of this show. Do not forget our monthly giveaways. We're having another edition this month on the 28th. All you need to do is keep liking our page, keep sharing, and keep commenting, and be rest assured that you will get the desired result. Thank you for staying with us. This is Djmtv live on Facebook and channel on YouTube. I am Victor Obruche. I'm your host. Till we come your way next time, don't forget, this is Djmtv. Stay blessed.
Djmtv. Djmtv.
People don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to Djmtv.
Djmtv. Djmtv. Djmtv. Djmtv.
Some of the delegates and ask their questions.
Djmtv. Djmtv. Djmtv.